Can you see that? You see me in the mirror. Thank you. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole, and here on Oui Maman I do lots of motherhood, lifestyle, cleaning and organisational videos. So if you like that kind of content, I would love it if you could stick around and maybe consider subscribing. First of all, before I jump into the video, I hit 200 subscribers last night. So thank you very much, every single one of you, for subscribing and watching my videos. It honestly means the world to me. I'm definitely looking to grow my channel. I enjoy making these videos so much and I love to look back on them. Hello. I've got Nina with me today. I don't know how long she's going to sit through this video. I'm going to be doing her 7-month update. She is teething like crazy at the moment, so I might have to pop her down into her little activity centre. Yeah, you're looking at your donut. You like your donut, don't you? Do you want this back? Hey. I'm going to film Nina's 7-month update. I am cheating a little bit. Oh no. I am cheating a little bit. She turned 7 months 2 weeks ago. But trying to find time to film with a 2-year-old and a 7-month-old, it's fun. So yeah, let me get straight into it. Yes, she has a sponge, anything to keep her distracted. This is part of her sensory basket and she goes crazy for her sponge. Yeah, so as I just mentioned, Nina has started teething again. Her top 2 front teeth have just popped overnight. Where are you going? And bless her, they look so sore. They are popping through. Her right one has it's about halfway through and the other one is just starting to cut. To be fair, she's been doing quite well. On Christmas Day, when she cut her first tooth, that one was horrendous. Bless her, she was so poorly and under the weather on Christmas Day. But this time around, she seems to be not bothered by them so much, except for that she's just chewing everything. Sponges! Yeah. At the moment I'm just using my 2 favourites, Calpol and Ambisol. They just work wonders and yeah, they just sort her teeth out straight away. They are definitely irritating her, you can tell, because she's sticking her fist into her cheeks and turning it, and she's constantly turning her head onto the side, so they must be really irritating and achy. And she kind of growls throughout the day, almost like a frustrated growl, where she will just sit there and go and so sometimes I just think, oh god, is she really that bored? But I think it is just frustrating for her. It really is her teeth hurting. At the moment she's only got her 2 bottom ones and the other one popping through. I really need to pick her up a toothbrush. I've not got her one yet. I would definitely say her biggest milestones so far are sitting up unaided and weaning. So she is sitting up on her own, she can sit unaided, but for long periods of time she will kind of rock forward, or mostly backwards. I think she's quite steady leaning forwards actually, but yeah, she will just start to lean backwards and then she just loses her balance and will topple, or mostly, yeah, backwards or to the side. She's got her front leaning pose down, where it's almost like a yoga pose where her legs are spread and she just leans forward and rests her forehead on the floor. She will sit up aided, but she's also very skittish. If she hears a loud noise, if one of us kind of shouts unexpectedly, or the TV makes a loud noise, or my 2-year-old starts making loud noises, she just gets startled so easily and will just topple. I have to be quite wary of her and make sure that she is obviously in a safe environment. I do like to be nearby her at all times if she's not in a supported area, such as her jumperoo or her walker. I do like to keep her in her donut, or be next to her if she's not in her donut. And we have very recently given her own little foam area. We bought these foam mats for my little boy when he was this age, because in our previous house we had hardwood floors and I used to get so paranoid that he's going to fall and smack his head. And even though we've got carpet, it's just, a bit of peace of mind that she's got her own foam padded area in case she really does fall and hit herself. Oh, I've just put her down in her donut because she can see all her toys and she just wants to play with those, so I'm gonna leave her there for a minute. I definitely think she's starting to show signs of crawling, like kind of. As I just mentioned, she likes to like lean forwards quite a lot and she just holds her balance that way. And she's starting to rock. When she gets excited, she will like move like that. And so if she's sat down, she will like very slowly like move her way forward over to something that she wants. Like I said, she just kind of like sit with her legs outstretched and she will lean forward until she's reaching for something, like almost until her forehead is touching the floor. And I definitely think this is the start of her trying to crawl. Sometimes she will get a leg behind her and next thing I know she's on her belly. Are you having the best time? She's definitely exploring, trying to move. I am not ready for that just yet. I'm not ready for a 2-year-old and a crawling baby. God. She's definitely getting chunkier. I think this is definitely down to being bottle fed. She's definitely putting the pounds on a bit more and she's just moving into 6 to 9. I think she's probably been in 6 to 9 for a while, but I'm just in denial and I keep thinking that she's in 3 to 6 months. I had to go clear out of her like dresser drawer the other day and there is so much stuff in there that my husband is struggling with. He's like, she doesn't fit in it anymore, and I'm like, yes, she does. So I've had like a good cull, put everything away. She's definitely starting to fill out a bit more. At the moment, she's still very interested in all of her toys. She will happily sit in her little donut ring and sit and play for ages, exploring everything, chewing on everything. She has a great time. And as you just saw, she was playing with this big sponge just then. I've made a little sensory basket for her and I think that is probably our biggest hit. Aside from matchstick monkeys, which when she's teething, she loves to chew on those. But yeah, a sensory basket, she has loved discovering like all the different sponges. I've got like a sponge in there, a glove. I might do a video on it, but one of the things that I put in there was a little like bow, like a present topper bow. And I don't know if it's because it's like rattly and the noise that it makes. It's her favourite, she goes for that every time. Aside from her toys, she absolutely loves it when you sing to her and talk to her. Whenever I sit her on my lap and like do row 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 your boat with her, I can always get a little giggle. She loves to be sung to at night when she's just drifting off to sleep. And she definitely loves to have a little dance. When I put her on my hip and we have like a little dance around the room with my 2-year-old, she gets so excited. I can definitely get a giggle out of her. And also tickling, she is so ticklish. She's a little bit harder to get a laugh out of than my son. My son would just laugh at anything. You just have to poke him and he would cry with laughter. Whereas you've got to kind of work for it with Nina. But you're guaranteed a giggle if you lie her on bed. Tickling her all over, like tickling her belly and her toes, she goes wild for that. She also has 2 comforters now. I've only got the ones upstairs, but they're just these jelly cat ones that she got gifted from family members and she's really taken to them both. This one's called Lapin and the other one is a brown one called Pantouf, which means Lapin is French for rabbit and Pantouf is slipper in French, and we just thought they'd be funny names for them. Those comforters along with a dummy and singing are probably the only things that can really manage to get her off to sleep. She just loves to like rub them over her nose and her face and just chew on them and she will go off to sleep. At the moment, I would definitely say it's like in her nature to be really quite calm and observant. I feel like I am comparing her quite a bit to my 2-year-old, but he was just so different. He was so loud, noisy. She is very calm and yeah, like I said, observant. I don't know if it is because she has got a noisy older brother. She absolutely adores him and she loves to just sit and watch him. If he walks into a room, she literally has eyes for him and follows him around the room. And she just loves to take everything in. She loves to be cuddled. She's a very cuddly baby. She will just curl up into you and just like melt into you. She puts her head on your shoulder. She loves a good snuggle. She has 3 little play areas, like I mentioned before. She has like a little foam area with a donut, and this is where she kind of like just sits on her own and has a play, or we go and play with her. She's got a little box next to her with all her toys and she can just reach in and out and grab what she wants. We've also got a little walker which we like to put her in, and she's getting used to slowly moving about in that. And she's also got a jumperoo which she loves. She loves to bounce around in that thing. Her hair has started to really grow quite fast. It just seemed like it wasn't really doing anything about a month or 2 ago, and all of a sudden it's just like poof, and it just went really dark on the sides one morning when we woke up, and she's definitely getting that little swirl at the top of her head, and it's getting a little bit thicker on the top of her head as well. And oh, I can't wait to see what kind of hair she gets. She gets quite curly hair, long hair, short hair. I'm really excited to see and do her hair up. As for talking and babbling, she doesn't babble so much. She's quite observant. She likes to just sit and watch everyone, but she does make the odd noise. She likes to shriek, and she likes to let out huge sighs, which is quite funny. And at the moment, her newest thing is blowing raspberries. She will literally like stick her bottom lip out and just go and blow a huge raspberry, and it's so funny. I really hope that I can get that on camera at some point.
2 sleep. Go to sleepies.
She absolutely loves bath time. It's definitely her favourite time of day. When she's just had enough of the day, she will start to get so mardy and just get really like quite whingy, and then we put her in the bath and it's like all her troubles have disappeared. She really loves to just sit in her bath seat, and she will sit there and chew on any of the foam bath toys. She loves to have the warm water splashed on her, and that is definitely the best time to get a smile out of her. She just loves to sit and smile and relax until her noisy brother jumps in the tub. I think it's definitely her favourite time of day, going from the dinner table with us to the bath, and I think then she knows that she's going to get a nice warm bottle and just snuggle into bed. And like I said, she is quite snuggly, so I think she really looks forward to that. She's definitely my daughter. As for weaning, she has had quite a few fruits and veggies now. I like to do a mix of baby-led weaning and purees, and it has just been such a different experience with Nina compared to my little boy. She's quite, like I said, quite calm. She's quite chilled and laid out, and if you hand her the spoon, she's just like, oh, okay. And she'll sit there and she'll munch it, and she'll have a little round, she'll really take in the taste. She's so funny. And whereas, you know, we just didn't get that with my little boy. He just wanted more and more. I'm not happy, you want a bowl. Yeah, tell me off. Yeah, at first she didn't kind of seem to be that bothered by the food. But now she's had like the fruits, she's had the sweet stuff. She really enjoys having melon and banana, but we've tried her with quite a few veggies now. She's really enjoyed parsnips, I think, for the veggies. It was parsnip and cauliflower. She loved those. Eating a whole broccoli, whole banana and melon. I think they've been her 3 favourite. Oh, and sweet corns, the stick sweet corn. She's really enjoyed those. They're the things that she's mainly like picked up and she's really enjoyed chomping on. And the only thing that she's kind of really pilled a face for was sweet potato. When it was like her first actual solid, she kind of just looked at me like, what's this? But the only thing veggie-wise that she's pulled a face at so far is avocado. She took a bite out of a chunk of it, and literally her face just like twisted up. She was not happy about the avocado, were you? She definitely seems to be enjoying it more every time she tastes something new. She definitely likes to be in control. She likes to take the spoon, and she's so like dainty with it. She will just like suck or eat whatever's on the spoon, whereas like my son would just like grab it off me and like. Also loves to have banana in a little weaning dummy. This is what I like to do when we're out and about, like when we go to the park. At the moment, because we can't sit in restaurants and it's not like an easy clear up, we just have like picnic benches. It's just easy for me to sit her on my lap and give her a weaning dummy. She can just sit and chomp on that, and it's a bit less messy. And even though she pulled a funny face at the avocado, she still ate it, so there hasn't really been anything that she's really rejected yet. I need to make a list now of what else she needs to eat, like veggie-wise, such as courgettes, I think it was, cabbage, and there's something else that she needs to try as well. We just started her on some pasta last night. I'm gonna start her on some chickpeas, and then eventually move on to some salmon. And she is also now fully bottle fed. I've actually stopped feeding her in the night completely now. We started introducing the bottles at 5 months, and I think when she was like 6.5 months. I was still feeding her at night. I would just pick her up out of her snooze pod and lie her next to me and feed her that way. But then in the last couple of weeks, it just hasn't been enough, and I haven't done it in a couple of weeks now, so I've completely stopped breastfeeding now. Her routine at the moment for bedtime is going down at around 6:30, and then she'll kind of wake up at 10:30 around when we're going to bed, and then she'll wake up at around 2 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes she might wake up at 3 if that bottle's not filled her up, and then she will tend to wake up at 6:30. Still feel like the nights are long. And she's back. I think that's everything I can say for your update, isn't there? Are you ready for a bottle? Yes. ready for a bottle. Aside from her meeting family members, I think that's our next step now, as our lockdown is easing. She's only met a few of them, a handful of times, so I can't wait to go back home and see all our family when this lockdown's lifted, and you can have a good hug with everybody. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Yeah, what's she doing? Oh, do you love your Nunu? No! No!